Hey man, so I'ma create the video that I wish I had when I started making music.
I just wanna cry if suicide is the answer they say.
Because I feel like when I started music, I didn't know what to do, and a lot of people are in the same predicament that I was. So I'ma create this video, I'ma add some basic things to it, and I'ma add some more advanced, let's say, tips. But before actually getting into the video, check out my music too. It's down in the description. There's a link, like a link tree. Let me know if you fuck with it. If you don't, it's alright. Let's collaborate if you want, whatever. Anyway, let's get into the video. So first things first, you gotta decide where you create your music. Do you use a DAW like FL Studio or BandLab? BandLab is really good because it's free, but FL Studio is more complex and you can do a lot more things on it. But it costs money and you gotta invest some in a microphone and things like that, you know? I mean, there's some mainstream rappers, I guess mainstream, that use BandLab, like, I don't know, Laserdisc or whatever.
I'm gonna do it on BandLab right here in front of y'all. Everybody know you gonna stand out. Heavy Glock, they keep on my pen out. I pop out in 3 different.
In the long term, I would suggest buying a DAW and a microphone and an interface. And there are plenty tutorials on the web how you can actually set it up and how to record music using them. Because you'll notice that if you use a USB mic or BandLab, you'll have some latency when it comes to recording.
Oh my god, bro. Oh, hell no, man. What the?
While using an interface, you do not have that. So it's more crisp and more professional sounding. So I'm gonna break it down in some categories. The first one that I'm gonna go through is 1. Make a lot of music.
Everybody know you gonna stand out. Heavy Glock, they keep on my pen out.
And what I mean by this is be consistent with it. Create music, treat it like 9 to 5. I mean, if you don't make music and if you don't keep posting music, people are not gonna find out about you. Because if you just drop one song and you think that it'll get like 1 million views or 1 million plays or whatever, that's probably not gonna be the case. But if you keep dropping, one of those like 10 songs that you're gonna drop, people will hear it, you know? And I have an example for this. Jace, it's pretty well known in the underground community, right? But he drops like an EP every like a month, or like multiple EPs or albums in a month, and people will listen to that, you know? It's not stale music. You keep dropping new things and you experiment with new things, and that's how you're gonna create your like genre or your own sound in the end. So just make a lot of music and stop gatekeeping the music, bro. Stop doing that. A lot of songs that do blow up are the songs that you hate. I know that's just the way it goes. I don't know why that happens, but whatever. And I'm gonna go no brainer here. Your music has to be good.
Everybody know you gonna stand out. Heavy Glock, they keep on my pen out.
What I mean by this, just keep evolving, keep trying new things. Do not be a clone. Do not like make the same music that Summers does or Autumn does or whatever like genre you're in. I don't know, like Polo G or something like that. Because a lot of people do this and they get clowned. I mean, you can take inspiration. It's okay to use presets from other rappers, but do not like try to make the same songs as they do, because this is gonna be pretty annoying to some other rappers. And I found myself in that same predicament. I had a few songs that I did a feature with someone else, right? And I was like, yo, this song is pretty tough, I'm not gonna lie. And then I found out that they use the same lyrics or the same flows that us other like mainstream rappers or SoundCloud rappers or whatever. And you're gonna get clowned for that. And of course, those people that listen to your music or you wanted to collaborate with, and they found out that that's not your song, they're not gonna collaborate with you, and that's not a good thing. I mean, if it's your first song, I guess it's okay, but try to evolve into something else. You understand what I'm saying? Because let's say that you're gonna go into the mainstream or you're gonna get really well known in the underground community, you're gonna get clowned either way, because people are gonna think of you as that rapper right there. I mean, you still have some cloning allegation in the mainstream or the underground, like right now. I mean, some people still think that Osama-san is like a Ken Carson clone. You know, understand what I'm saying? That's not a good look. Hey man, I'm not saying that Osama-san is a clone. I'm just giving an example. But another tip that I can give in this category is that do not listen to other people.
Everybody know you gonna stand out. Heavy Glock, they keep on my pen out.
And this may sound weird, but what I mean by this is do Do not listen to some people that are negative from your like friend group or family members in general. I mean, yo, I know how it feels to like record an emotional song or just sing your lungs out, and then you go get some dinner and your family members are like, oh, we got this little rapper right here, you know? But it is annoying, but that's just the way it is. You're doing this for you, not for other people. So you gotta take that in consideration when you're making music or just starting out making music. I mean, the bullies at the school or whatever, they're gonna hate anyway. So if you're gonna get into basketball or whatever, they're gonna hate you anyway. So why does it matter? And if you're gonna blow up, you're gonna get the last laugh, you know? And you're gonna notice that most of the time when you're creating like a fan base, the fans are gonna care a lot more than your family members or friends. I mean, in some cases that's not true, but in most cases that's the way it's gonna go. Okay, so the second category that I came up with is promote yourself.
Everybody know you gonna stand out. Heavy Glock and keep my pen out.
It's pretty basic, but how do you do it? So post a lot of snippets on TikTok, on Instagram, on platforms like that. And one tip that I can give for international rappers, because I'm in this predicament, is if you post snippets on TikTok, most likely the snippets that you post are going to be promoted to the people in your country. And let's say that you want to be an English speaking rapper, right? You don't want to like promote your music to people like, let's say you're a Germany rapper, right? And you don't want other German people to listen to it, you know? You want like English speaking fans. Or how do you get around this? Well, it's pretty complicated because TikTok has like this system that if you create an account in a specific country, then you're gonna get like promoted to that country. So one way that you can get around this is by creating English speaking content and just keep posting, and the platform will notice that, okay, it doesn't want to appeal to German people but to English speaking people, right? And it's gonna take a lot of time, I know, but if you have a trip in the US, I do recommend creating a new account right there with an American number if you can. If you cannot, it's gonna be pretty hard, because that's what I did and I see a really big improvement when it comes to views and whatever. Okay, another thing, create a side hustle that can promote your music, like that feeds people into your music.
Everybody know you gonna stand out. Heavy Glock and keep my pen out.
And what do I mean by this? Create TikTok lives, like cookups. Just create music on TikTok lives. A lot of people will hear it and they'll be like, okay, who's this guy? Let me look him up, right? Or they're gonna listen in the background or whatever, and you're gonna get like users on your live, and then it's gonna promote it further. I mean, you already know. Twitch live streams, Kick live streams, whatever. Just do a side hustle that feeds people into your music. Do YouTube videos. Make it around music related content and push your music in that video. I'm not saying like make the whole video around your music, but do a little subtle thing, I don't know, put it in the description, because if that video is gonna blow up, some people are gonna click on that link, right? Put your music as background music, whatever, I don't care. Do something like that. And I have an example for this. I don't know if you remember Lil Gunner, but he was pretty big in the underground community and he was selling presets. And a lot of people found out about him that way. And then he started like branching out and promoting his own music in his videos, and right now he's pretty successful in the underground, I gotta say. And Ecstasy, he's a rapper in the underground community right now and he's blowing up, right? He started off selling presets on BandLab. Okay, and the third category, and this is the most important one by far, is collaborate with other artists.
Everybody know you gonna stand out. Heavy Glock and keep my pen out.
Because if they blow up, it's gonna give you some traction and it will expose you to their fans. And collectives do a lot, trust me. I don't know if you remember Slay World, if you remember Really Rich. If you're in those collectives back then, you would get a lot of plays. So join a collective if you can. Create one, start one, I don't know, with friends, with people you found on the internet, whatever, just do it. So how do you actually find people to collaborate with? There's a few tricks. The first one is SoundCloud is not dead, trust me.
Everybody know you gonna stand out. Heavy Glock and keep my pen out.
I know that it has a lot of ads and most people try to use Apple Music or Spotify or whatever, but SoundCloud is actually a social media combined with a streaming platform, because it's the only platform where you can message artists and comment on other people's music. But do not be annoying about it. Do not like keep spamming like listen to my music. Just give your advice, talk to them. I don't know, message them being like, I really fuck with your music. What's your open email or whatever? Do you have a business email? Just connect with people and try to be honest. Do not be a meat writer. And when you're collaborating with other artists, do not charge for a feature if you're not known in the underground community. I see a lot of people that have like 10 plays on each of their songs, like, I don't know, fucking 20 followers, and they be like, hey man, you gotta give me a 20 for that feature. What? Hell no, don't do that. It's annoying. And let's say that if you're a producer, do a lot of beats that are free for profit. Trust me, it helps because you get a connection with some artists. Because if they really fuck with your beats, then you can collaborate with them in the future, and one day you'll be able to sell your beats. But if nobody knows about you, you're probably not gonna sell any beats. Okay, and another tip, and this is a really helpful one: join a Discord server that is aimed around making music.
Everybody know you gonna stand out. Heavy Glock and keep my pen out.
There's a lot of them, and one example that I can give out is Cody's Discord server. This one is really good because you find open verses that you can collaborate with other people, and you do not have to message them. Just listen what they got dropped in the channel. If you fuck with it, make a music, then be like, hey man, I made a song with your open. Do you fuck with it or not? And there are countless voice channels that you can join where people cook up music. You can give advice, you can take advice, you can actually make music live with other rappers or producers or whatever. Trust me, this one is really helpful. Hey man, this was my video on what to do starting out making music or just growing your platforms. If you enjoyed it, leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and check out my music too, bro.